Senator Platt.
Thank you, Speaker. Honourable Senators, on Remembrance Day, our colleague, Senator Norman Doyle, took his retirement after over 3 decades of provincial and federal public service. He has proudly represented Newfoundland and Labrador here in the Senate of Canada for almost 9 years. Senator Doyle has been a loyal, courteous, and thoughtful colleague, and I know he will be missed by honourable senators on all sides of this chamber. Norman Doyle grew up in Avondale and was raised primarily by his mother. Her lessons of faith, resilience, and courage have served our former colleague well his entire life. As a young man, Norm Doyle traveled to New York City, working as an iron worker on the World Trade Center site. It wasn't long, however, before he found his true calling in politics, first winning election to the Newfoundland and Labrador House of Assembly in 1979. He spent almost 13 years in provincial politics and held several cabinet portfolios in Brian Peckford's government, most notably as Minister for Transportation and Minister for Municipal Affairs. He then went on to federal politics, and for over a decade, Norm Doyle represented the people of St. John's East in the House of Commons, winning 4 consecutive elections. While a member of the other place, Norm served in the important roles of caucus chair under both the Progressive Conservative Party and the Conservative Party of Canada, and he chaired the Standing Committee on Citizenship and Immigration. When Norm Doyle retired from the House of Commons in 2008, he thought he was done with political life for good. 4 years later, however, he returned to Parliament Hill following his appointment to the Senate of Canada on the recommendation of the Right Honourable Stephen Harper. Since then, Senator Doyle has been a member of almost every standing committee that one can think of. Honourable Senators, in his first speech as a Member of Parliament in 1997, our former colleague spoke of wanting to make a contribution to his province and his country, while also recognizing that one has to make a lot of sacrifices to be in public life. He stated, and I quote, "However, I do know that the sacrifice is worth making if one wants to live in the greatest nation on earth. The privilege which we in this country have is to live in the greatest nation on earth," end quote. Senator Doyle served Canada honourably for over 30 years, and we are sad to see him go. On behalf of the entire Conservative caucus, and indeed on behalf of all honourable senators, I wish Senator Doyle and his wife Isabel, their sons Dion and Randy, and their grandchildren all the very best as he begins his next chapter of life. May Senator Doyle enjoy a long, happy, and healthy retirement.
Hear, hear.